Okay, this is DragonofEternity and welcome back to Pokemon Violet. In the last video I kind of took a day off from doing some serious stuff in order to get a few evolutions and catches out the way and some updates to the character. Yeah, it was kind of just a relaxing episode. Now in this video we are going back to school yet again. So I would like to get a few of the classes out the way, and hopefully some of the teacher stories as well. So now that I've got 8 badges, I should hopefully be able to take the final exam, I think. Let's see, before I do any of that, thank you for the visit. A good friend of mine has been telling me of your recent exploits. You mean Clive? Aha, I'll leave their identity to your imagination. But now, lest I forget, there was another matter I would very much like your opinion on. Oh no. Do you know what manner of gentleman's hairstyle is considered cool, as it were, among the youth these days? I don't know. I suppose short styles? Oh, is that so? I believe I have indeed seen some of the Academy's male students sporting such a style. Could it be then that the pompadour has already had its day in the sun? Perhaps I ought to consider a change of wig. That is to say, never mind. Thank you for your insight, Miss Mary Ashley. It was most enlightening. You feel trusted by Clavel. Lovely. So that's probably from doing more of the Team Star stuff then. Uh-huh. Alright, so let's see. I probably can't get through it all today, but I would like to get through some of the subjects. Let's see. Can we split this in half somewhere? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe after languages? Yeah, maybe. Right, Biology 6. You like biology with Mr. Jack? Yes, I would. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Aye, aye. Hello, hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Next time we meet, we'll have a final exam. This means today is our last actual class. Aww. And the topic for this last class will be Pokemon forms. You could just think of forms as shapes or appearances that Pokemon have. There's also a phenomenon called the form change, where Pokemon's appearance changes under certain conditions. Cyclizar, for example, which we regularly ride on as transportation here in Paldea, has 3 forms. First is its basic form, where it walks on 4 legs. Second is its battle form, where it stands on its hind legs to engage in battle. Finally, there's its ride form, where it inflates its throat sac and its tail so we can ride on its back. Though we can use something you're all carrying with you now as an even better example. Yep, I'm talking about your phones. Some smartphones are inhabited by a certain Pokemon. Does anyone know the Pokemon I'm referring to? Rotom. You're a regular expert on Pokemon and technology, aren't you? The Pokemon inside your smartphone is Rotom, and it does all sorts of things to help you out. A Rotom inside a Rotom phone is special, so it doesn't try to enter other electronics. An ordinary Rotom, however, can change form by entering washing machines, microwave ovens, and other appliances. Rotom is a bit of an exception though. Many Pokemon that change form do so by simply holding an item or having one used on them. Oricorio, for example, has 4 different forms it can change between when given certain nectars. Oh, that's probably how I get the other 2 forms. Pokemon may even change type or learn different moves when they change form. Form changes are different from evolution in that the Pokemon can return to its original form. And unlike shiny Pokemon, which can't change their special coloration, the same individual Pokemon can go back and forth between its forms. There's a lot to dig into with these form change phenomenon, as you can see. We can all learn something from Pokemon here, don't you think? Bit of a stretch, but I'd be happy to see you all enjoy your time at the Academy to the fullest and change form into a new version of yourselves. Or something like that, anyway. Oh, I almost forgot! Regional forms, which vary based on what region a Pokemon came from, don't change like other forms. They're an innate... Innate what? Whoops, there's the bell. I guess I was scatterbrained Mr. Jack right up to the very end, huh? I had a great time teaching all of you. I hope you do your best on the final exam. Wait, what about the innate forms? You can't just leave me on that. I guess he did. Alright. Alright. Biology final. You like biology, Mr. Jack? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Time to try and remember everything. The past 6 lessons. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Aye, aye. Oh, there should be like a second term DLC. Like Monster Prom. Hello everyone. Today is our final exam. It will cover everything I've taught you so far, but I'm sure you will all do just fine. Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. How many of the following 4 methods make it easy to catch a Pokemon? How many? Inflicting paralysis? Yes. Using a Poketoy? No. Feeding it a berry? No. Surprising you from behind? Yes. So 2. True or false, you can get new Pokemon only by catching them yourselves or trading with other trainers. False, you can get them gifted. If a Pokemon is holding an Everstone, will using an item that induces evolution, such as a Firestone, cause it to evolve? I don't know. What is the probability of running into a shiny Pokemon? 1 in 4,000. True or false, the Pokemon known as Oricorio has 3 forms. False, that's 4. This question won't affect your grade. Do you have anything you would like to say about my class? I'm still getting used to this teaching things, but I sure had fun being your teacher. Thank you for being your teacher. Okay, time's up, whether you like it or not. I hope everyone's enjoyed tackling those questions. I stuck in a little bonus question there right at the end again. Shh, a little secret. Don't tell the director. I'll grade these right away. Hope you all look forward to seeing how you did. So I need to get 4 out of 5 questions correct to pass then. Here's hoping I did. It feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions correct to pass the midterm and 4 correct to pass the final. Let's see how you did. 5 out of 5. Lovely. Oh, so using a Firestone and an Everstone. Okay, I see. Lovely. Asked us to give this reward to any student past exam. Candy's M. Keep doing your best. Alright, so... get there. Can I talk to him now after doing that? Is there any... No, his story's probably complete the Pokedex. Yeah, most likely. Well, still doesn't hurt to take a look. Hello. Aim to register 400. Alright. I'm going to need to borrow a family member's Scarlet. What class would you like to take? Math. Math with Miss Time. Yes, I have seen her sister, Miss Rhyme, 2 episodes ago. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. Aye, aye. Hello everyone, I hope we can have fun once again today for our last class together. Last time we learned about probability using move accuracy as an example. Probability is quite an interesting subject. Did you know that in a class of 40 students there is a 90% chance that 2 of them will have the same birthday? What? This is true, even despite the fact that there are over 300 days each year. Isn't that remarkable? Let's move on to today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I've been teaching you all how to calculate damage in this class using examples like type matchups, critical hits, stat boosts, and the like. All these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to an opponent. However, did you know that there is an even simpler way to increase your damage of your Pokemon moves? Same type attack bonus. All you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move it shares a type with. If a rock type uses the rock type Stone Edge, the move's base power of 100 is multiplied by 1.5 to become 150. Ground and rock may seem like similar types, but if a ground type uses Stone Edge, the move's power will remain 100. Super effective moves and critical hits also add multipliers onto this little numerical increase, so it most certainly must not be taken lightly. Lovely. Let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about here. Say you have a move of 100 power. If a Pokemon that shares a type with it uses this 150, and hits an opponent as weak to that one, 300. You did that calculation all in your head. Well, also my fingers. Well done! First, using a move that shares a type with its user multiplies the base power by 100, or 100 by 1.5, making it 150. The fact that the opponent is weak to the move then doubles that power from 150 to 300. The original power of that move ends up being triple. Isn't that amazing? What's more, if a Pokemon terrestrializes its Terra type, and its Terra type matches one of its original types, then the bonus it gets for using a move of that same type increases from 1.5 to 2. I should really change some of the Terra types on my team. Having different Terra types was fun at the beginning, but yeah, that might help a bit. Of course, being able to use a lot of moves of different types is great as well. That's one way you can surprise your opponent. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what will really let you shine the most. Bear in mind that this is true for both humans and Pokemon. It sure would make me happy if you could take those words to heart. But I suppose I should really have shared this basic advice right from our first lesson. My apologies. And just like that, class is over. The last of our time together flew by in the blink of an eye. It was so much fun to be able to teach all you eager students about numbers. Next class will be our fun final exam. Be sure to review the material well in preparation. Why do I do that? Ay. Wait, so what about Swords Dance? What does that do to it? Don't suppose there's any events after the 6th lesson? No. Alright, Math Final. Math Final with Miss Time. I am not ready. I am not ready. I wonder if the questions randomize. That could be a thing. Alright everyone, it's time to begin our final exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well as you answer. How many great balls could you purchase with 800 if each one costs 600? 5. Right? Yeah, 5. If a war type move with 100 power lands a critical hit on a grass type, what will the move's power be? 75? Yeah, 1.5 and then divided by 2. Okay. Under normal conditions, what % chance does Stone Edge have to land a critical hit? 12? I know it has a high critical hit chance. If a Pokemon uses Swords Dance twice to boost its attack by 4 stages, how much damage will its physical moves do then? 100, 150, 200, 250, 300. 300. If a Rock-type Pokemon whose Terra-type Rock terrestrializes, what will the power of its Rock-type moves be multiplied by? 2. Alright everybody, time's up. Put your hands on your laps now. This test was a culmination of all I taught you, and I'm sure you all did just fine. I probably got the Stone Edge wrong. Don't go and ask for your score. Do go and ask for your scores at the front desk and then take a nice break. Whoa. How you did? 5 out of 5. Really? Nice. Yay! Keep doing your best. Alright, anything with Miss Time now that I've done that? Yes, there is. Alright, so we do have events after the exams. Yeah, Jack was probably just the exception due to the bloody Pokedex. Alright. Where's time? Where's time? Oh, time! Nope. Ah, there we go. Hello! Marishna, help me keep an eye out, would you? I've set up a little ambush here for that girl who keeps watching me. She'll be here any second. Why? Just go up to her! Well, you see, it's not very pleasant knowing she's just staring at me all the time. And now I know what she looks like after seeing her in the cafeteria. Ah! That's you, isn't it? You're the one who's been secretly watching me lately. Or recently. Time! How do you know I guess you must have noticed me. I'm so sorry. Well, of course I noticed. You were watching me practically all day, every day, after all. I assume there's something you want to ask me? Yes, I do. I've been a huge fan of yours since your time as a gym leader, and I love rock-type moves so very much. Oh my. But you suddenly retired from your post as a gym leader a year and a half ago. Oh gee, that was the Team Star incident. Why did you quit? My goodness, is that all you wanted to ask? Yes, your reason for retiring was never made public. But it's well known among students here that you just avoid the question any time it's asked. I thought it would be rude to ask you a question that you don't want to answer, so I just couldn't find the courage to ask. So that's why your gaze felt so very intense. I see. Forgive me. So very intense? Ah, never mind that. As for the reason I quit my job as gym leader, I simply wanted to focus more on my job as a teacher. It's not like I disliked being a gym leader or anything of that sort. Quite the contrary. Talking about the gym fills me with feelings of nostalgia and sadness. That's why I always avoid answering the question when students ask. Oh, I see. Do you have any plans on becoming a gym leader again? No, I'm afraid I don't plan to do so. My sister is doing a splendid job as gym leader in my stead. I personally find being a teacher most enjoyable these days, but since I am in fact your teacher, I would appreciate it if you would call me Miss Time, as students do, and not just Time. Okay, I'm sad to hear that, but I understand. Thank you so much, Miss Time. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery. Ah, that made me so nervous. I said so many things to try to sound cool. I was certainly a little scared when I felt that girl's intense gaze on me. But having you here with me allowed me to do what needed to be done to face what turned out to be one of my biggest fans. I must thank you for always showing up at just the right time. Allow me to show you my appreciation a little. I hope these help on your adventure. Ooh! Well, I suppose if I want to change Steven to a rock terror, yeah, that might be a plan. You formed a close bond with Miss Time. Yay! Social link rank 10. Oh, it isn't managed. Let's see, you're doing well. Okay. Oh, so you can fly from here? Alright, so that is math with Miss Time done. And biology I have passed, but I need to complete the Pokedex to do his final event. Lovely. So let's see. Next is... I can't remember what the third one was. Let's see. Next is history. History of Miss Ryford. Right, maybe progressing this will lead me to the location of the shrines. For the legendaries, that might be a thing. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. Okie dokie. I could try hunting them before. No, do not. Greetings, my little students. Whatever you did yesterday is now a part of history. Today is our last class, so I would like us to unravel the marvels that history has presented to us one last time. In our last class, I taught you about the Area Zero expedition of 200 years ago, correct? Alas, 200 years ago is not that long ago, not that long ago at all. How unfortunate that our history lessons must march so inexorably toward the future. Would it not be more of an adventure to march towards the past instead? To start from our present and study history in reverse? I think it would. So you agree with me, do you? However, I'm afraid I risk incurring the wrath of our dear director if I stray from the curriculum. I suppose I have no choice but to let the flow of time carry us towards the future. In this last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the terrestrial phenomenon. The technology behind Terra Orbs has its origins in Area Zero. Even after the Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater's deepest depths, others continue to explore that area. And around 140 years ago, Pokemon cloaked in a mysterious light were discovered there. As you may have already guessed, these were in fact terrestrialized Pokemon. However, when those who discovered these Pokemon brought them out of Area Zero, the light faded, and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. However, 10 years ago, that might as well be present day, a certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. Turo. Ah, perfect timing to make eye contact, young Marish. Now answer me this. What is the name of the famous professor who unraveled the terrestrial phenomenon? Turo. Correct. To think like you, when you transfer to our academy, could answer this question. You must be very diligent in your studies. Well, it was a wild guess. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Turo unraveled the mystery of the terrestrial phenomenon. He discovered that the shining crystals down in Area Zero, or rather the energy they emit, is what causes Pokemon to terrestrialize. So in other words, this isn't going to be used in another generation. This led the professor to invent Terra Orb technology and develop a practical use for it. This technology was then shared with both the Pokemon League and our academy. Rumor has it that Director Clevel was one of the researchers on the professor's team. Alas, this story is much less exciting now that someone we all know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? Yeah. Thus ends my history classes. Our next session will be our final exam. Bring the wonders of history to the forefront of your minds in preparation. Right, I need to remember all of the crap we've done. So let's see. 2000 was the Paldean Emperor. 1400 was the fall, I think. 10 years ago was Turo. 200 was the expedition. And we'll go from there. And then the king getting 4 different items that destroy the castle. Greetings, my little students. It is time for our final examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your minds and answer the questions. What is the area within the great crater of Paldea called? Area Zero. How many years ago was this academy founded? 805. Which of these do not appear in the Paldean fairy tale about the 4 treasures? Shit. Tablets, yes. Beads, yes. Fan, yes. Vessel. Vessel? Or fan? Fan? But what is a vessel specifically? Oh, I'm going to get this wrong. Which area expedition member wrote the record of the team's activities? That would be Heath. How many years ago did Professor Turo invent Terra Orbs? 10 years ago. Your time is up, but you're writing utensils down. You must excuse that question. It is too shallow and ridiculous to be on a history test, but alas, the director forced me to include it. So ends our final examination. You may ask for your scores at the school's front desk. It feels great to take a test out the way, doesn't it? Look at your results. Need 4. You did! 4 out of 5. Yeah, that would have been the vessel. Well, it's passed. It's a pass. Lovely. Keep doing your best. Yay. And now... Yep, she has more to say. Hello. Marcia, the time has come. The cursed treasures, the 4 Pokemon of Ruin. They exist! No shit. And I stumbled upon the truth in the newspaper of all places. Ha! An interview piece for Carpenter, no less. The Pokemon wielders apparently use sacred stakes to seal these treasures of Ruin in shrines. There was a separate shrine for each of the 4 Pokemon, and 8 stakes driven into the ground in the areas surrounding each shrine keep the power of Ruin at bay. Yep, I've been seeing them all over the place. In other words, if all of the stakes for a given shrine were to be removed, it would release the Pokemon held inside. Don't you think it would be nice to free those Pokemon from the confines of their tiny little shrines, Marashna? It sounds incredibly dangerous. Yeah, kind soul, I see. You're proving truly useful. According to a descendant of the Pokemon wielders in the story, you must have a bond with Pokemon in order to remove the stakes. I'm sure someone as Pokemon savvy as yourself would have no trouble at all with that. You can choose for yourself whether to believe me or not, but I will mark the location of these shrines on your map. Lovely. I'd rather go myself, of course, but skipping out on my classes to go adventuring seems to have made the director a little suspicious of me. You can think of it as part of your treasure hunt. Treasures of Ruin are still treasures after all. I hope you'll investigate these shrines if you're at all inclined to do so. You feel trusted by Miss Ryford. I do hope you'll take on the hunt for the treasures of Ruin if you are so inclined. So let's see. Yep, there's Grass River Ruin. Fire Scourge Shrine. Ground Blight Shrine. And Ice Rend Shrine. So we've got 4 different legendaries we can go after. I am not going to be doing that this episode. But it's nice to have that there. What do you mean she has something else to say to me? Yes? Do I have to go to one in order to progress? I can always try. Right, what would be the easiest to get to? It would probably be Grass River. Aye. Okie dokie, okie dokie. I guess I'll take a look at the shrine and see if there's anything changed about it, and then... yeah, we've got 1 more... well, we've got 4 more, but... I'll probably do 1 more exam and teacher event before ending it. Yeah, I feel like this episode's been over an hour for way too long. Let's see, before I go up... oh, I'm so fearful of missing a shiny. It's going to happen. La baby. Ooh. Thunderfang. That's nice to have. Yep, there's a stake. There's a shrine. Faint writing is carved into the shrine. Herein lie the ruins tablets. So then the others will be the swords, the vessel. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Dark type wish cache. Is there a stake around here? So that's that one. I feel like there was one around here. I don't want to take it out, but I do want to see one. What was on here? Guess not. Or maybe it's just not in render distance. Yeah, that might be a thing. Alright, so back to the academy then. Do you say anything different if I've exited the building? No. Alright, so you're just gonna permanently be there then. Uh-huh. Alright, so you're just gonna be like Jack then. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Right, next is languages. You like languages, Mr. Salvatore? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Languages teacher I wish I had. Don't be tardy. Right, one final time with Mr. Salvatore. Whenever it loads. My dear friends, how are you all today? It's time for the last of Salvatore's language lessons. Êtes-vous prêts? Are you ready? Oui! What a response fantastique! Great answer! That is perfect for our last class together. I love it. And aujourd'hui, today, we will once again be having a listening lesson. Vas-y, go for it, my assistant. Pika-pee, Pikachu! Let's get right to it, my little Pikachu friend. For our last listening class, tell everyone how you're feeling right now. S'il te plaît. Cha! Ooh, can you feel that? That one's contagious emotion in Pikachu's voice. What emotion? Happiness! Well done, there was the only one lot he didn't do. Well done, Marashna. I'm so happy that you got it right. Haha, get it? When Pikachu says, Cha! It's expressing happiness. Doesn't it make you just want to break out into a happy dance? But I didn't have to ask Pikachu to put on an act today. Oh no, I simply asked it to show you all how it felt about getting to have class with you. Getting to meet so many new friends and study together in this class with you. It's made both me and my little Pikachu so very happy. And now, apropos of nothing, let me give you all one last word of advice. As you live your lives, I'm sure you will all have times when you get mad or sad. Maybe even more than you would like. Everything has its ups and downs. Life is a veritable roller coaster. But à la fin, in the end, that is, there is surely happiness waiting for you. So gardez le soleil. Keep a smile on your face, even in the hardest of times. Cha! When you're faced with a problem that you can't handle alone, find someone to rely on. Be it a teacher, your family, your friends, anyone. Our prochain cours, next lesson, will be our final exam. Be sure to review what we have learned in all of our lessons so far. Adios, matinee. I'm gonna miss him. I wish I had that teacher. Oh, I would have passed French if I did. Right then. The language is final. You like languages, Mr. Salvatore? Yes, I would. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Aye, aye. Atchortwi, today we take our final exam. The 10 days, woo, relax that is, and do your best. Et ever pray, are you ready? Let's begin! Which means delicious. Gee, I wonder. What do these two phrases mean? Je t'aime. Ich leg dich. I love you. Bigga! Based on what you just heard, what emotion did you think Pikachu was expressing? Anger. Cha! He was expressing happiness. What is your beloved teacher's name? Salvatore. Sesfine, time is up. Possess vos stilos, put down your pens, that is. I assume the obligatory dernier question, last question, that is, give you no trouble. I'm sure you all did great. Bravo, my friends. You can get your scores at the desks. At the desk? At the school's front desk. Please say I got 5 out of 5. Bigger was angry, right? Yeah, because Chew was sad. It feels great to get a test out the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions right to pass the midterm exam. Alright, someone tune that one. And 4 questions correct to pass the final. Let's see how you did. 5 out of 5. Yay. That's a passing score. Congratulations. Mrs. Salvatore asked us to give this present to any student who passes the exam. Candies M. Lovely. So that should trigger Salvatore's final event then. Which is in the staff room. In the staff room. Right then. My dear Marashna, pull me here as healthy as can be. Haha, well, it seems being quiet is simply a part of this one's personality, but it's hard for a Pokemon to communicate with his fellows without speaking up. As you know, wild Pokemon use their cries to tell each other all sorts of things, like the location of food or whether there are predators nearby. So even if I were to release it back into the wild, I'm afraid it may not be able to do those sorts of things. What do you think, Marashna? Where does this Palmy belong? With you, Mr. Salvatore. Oh, I didn't expect to hear mon nom, my name. So you think it should stay here with me? I was so focused on getting it back in good health so it could return to the wild that I didn't even consider that possibility. What do you think about that idea, my little pony friend? Pony? Pony, it spoke, at last! Even without speaking Pokemon language myself, I know that reply means yes. Oh, my dear Mariashna, merci so very, very much for all your help with Pony. All the more reason you should have this here, a rare Pokemon for you to raise. You received a Meowth from Mr. Salvatore. I'm so happy. Yes, I, Salvatore, will take it upon myself to look after Pony for good. I will indeed. You formed a close bond with Mr. Salvatore. Pony's never been better. How's that Meowth entrusted to your care? Doing superbly well, I hope. And I can't talk to Palmy, okay. Alright, so... I wasn't trying to do a picnic. I was trying to do a box. Oh. Oh. Ah, it's you. So that means... if I evolve you... What level do you evolve at? I'm gonna find out. Yeah, payday. Galar? Yeah, Galarian Meowth. Is it Galarian? Yeah. I need to think. Cantonian Meowth. Alolan Meowth. A 7th, 8th gen. Yeah. Yeah, it's Galarian. Alright, what level do you evolve at? Not 26. No, don't give it to you. 31? Is it 31? Alright, it's around 30-ish. What Meowth is evolving? Congratulations, your Meowth evolved into Berserker. Wants to learn Iron Head. Yeah, that one's better. 1, 2, and ta-da! Alright, that is a solid steel type. Okay, okay. Lovely. Good news. Good news, Salvatore. It evolved. Nah, nothing new from you. Nothing new from you? Nope. Where do you want to go? Wait, is there another one there? Unless it's just going to give me the same thing about the full Pokemon. Or maybe there's a different area she's in? It's worth a check. Nope, nothing around there. I wish my controller would stop bugging out. I got problems enough with the Joy-Cons. I don't need the wired controller to be going too. Okay, so our only location is there. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, you're just saying the same thing. Alright, so you'll probably give me some sort of reward for doing all those. Okie dokie, okie dokie. So I think with that, I should end this video here. So, this has been DragonofEternity going through more Pokemon Violet. In this video, I went through the final lessons of biology, math, history, and languages. So we did the final lessons, we completed the final exams, and we have gotten some good things from the teachers for progressing further with the quests. We got 50 Rock Terror Shards, we got a Galarian Meowth. We got the locations of the shrines where the 4 Pokemon of Ruin are. I'm gonna have to do those eventually. And, well, I guess I didn't get anything for biology. I still need to complete the Pokedex. So, next time, we will be doing the final class and the final exam of Battle Studies, Art, and Home Ec. And I'm hoping going through all of those unlocks maybe some more events for maybe the nurse. That'd be nice. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess with that all planned out, viewers, my rambling hopefully now finally done. Until next time.